Hello friends, myself Niyati Chauhan, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology, Department of Instrumentation and Control. Our subject is Safety Instrumented System, Unit 2, Design Life Cycle. In last lecture, I have discussed design cycle. Okay, and today we will see modified design cycle. So why we require modified design cycle, and we will discuss it in detail. A company may wish to develop their own variations of the life cycle based on their unique requirements. Some other tasks are designed to lower risk, will increase overall cost and result in lower productivity. Here we are dividing in three parts. First is analysis. In analysis, first risk analysis, second SIF identification, then SIL determination. Second part realization. In realization, design, installation and commissioning. And third part, that is operation, and in operation, maintenance and modification. So this is a diagram of simplified life cycle. So let's see one by one all points. So number 1, hazard and risk analysis. The first step to describe in the standard is developing an understanding of the hazard and risk associated with the process. Hazard analysis consists of identifying the hazard and hazards event. There are many techniques that can be used. For example, hazard checklist, etc. Hazard check means hazard operating. Hazard is used as part of quantitative risk assessment QRA or as a standalone analysis. Second, allocation of safety functions to protective layers. If the risk associated with hazard event can be prevented or mitigated with something other than instrumentation, which is complex, expensive, requires maintenance. For all safety functions assigned to instrumentation, that is safety instrumented function, the level of performance required need to be determined. During the process hazard and risk assessment PHRA phase of a project, safety functions or safety instrumented functions are identified through the hazard's operability. To further develop the design of the safety related system, the SIF need to have a risk reduction. The targets will be based on necessary risk reduction required to meet the company's corporate risk criteria. Number 3, SIL determination. SIL, that is safety integrity level. SIL is an instrumented safety system that is designed in accordance with the IEC 61508 and IEC 61511 standards. There are various safety studies which are carried in process industries such as hazard identification, hazard operability, and hazard analysis and QRA, etc. When each hazard event and requirements for additional risk reduction in the form of safety instrumented functions SIF have been identified. The next step is to determine the required SIS, that is SIF determination. Number 4, SIF design and engineering. This step covers conceptual design, detailed design and factory testing. Number 5, installation, commissioning and validation. This step is to ensure the system is installed and started up according to the design requirements and perform per the safety requirements specifications. The entire system must be checked, this time including the field devices. There should be detailed installation, commissioning and testing documents outlining each procedure to be carried out. Number 6, operations and maintenance. Not all faults are self-relieving. Therefore, every safety instrumented system must be periodically tested and maintained. This is necessary in order to make certain that the system will respond properly to an actual demand. The frequency of inspection and testing will have been determined earlier in the life cycle. All testing must be documented. This will enable an audit to determine if the initial assumption made during the design, that is a failure rate, failure modes, test intervals, etc. are valid based on actual operation. Number 7, modification. As process conditions change, it may be necessary to make modification to the safety system. All proposed changes require returning to the appropriate phase of the life cycle in order to review the impact of the change. A change that may be considered minor by one individual may actually have a major impact to the overall process. This can be determined if the change is documented and qualified through review. Hindsight has shown that many accidents have been caused by this lack review. 8. Decommissioning. Decommissioning a system contains a review to make sure removing the system from service will not impact the process or any other surrounding units. Decommissioning process used to protect the personnel, equipment and the environment. So in today's session, I have discussed simplified design life cycle. Okay. If you have asked a question, explain simplified design life cycle. Okay. So then write down this answer. If you have any query, then you can ask me. Thank you for watching video.